10-piece nuggets, so 20 nuggets, a large fry. Bag fries were okay. I'm sure you already snacked on the bag fries. You're allowed to do that. He's got 3 sauces, and you should have a large drink there.
Yep, I got a
Yep.
Sprite.
Large Sprite. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. Well, I think
Yep.
Austin has got everything he needs to start Mikey's McDonald's challenge. It is officially 10:22 right now. I think we can go ahead. Austin, when you are ready, I will hit the timer when the first bite hits your mouth.
I didn't grab any napkins.
Take your shirt off. Use your shirt.
All right, if I need a napkin, the shirt's coming off.
There you go.
All
So
right,
that's
if I need a
you
napkin, the
prove
shirt's
that
coming
if
off.
you want to be my son-in-law someday, that you got to be able to drop the shirt and just go at him at any point. That's just
Animal
a rule.
style.
That's animal
Sounds
style.
good. All right, so it starts with the first bite.
Yep, I'll hit the play button, or no, the timer will start. In
All right.
hand. All right, I'll actually count you down in 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. All right, we are underway in Mikey's McDonald's challenge. My daughter's boyfriend Austin has decided to take me on, take Mikey on, take PDJ on. The king, me, is leading right now with a time of 18 minutes and 17 seconds. Austin's off to a pretty decent start. Got some nice big bites right there. A lot of chewing going on right away. I'm gonna immediately say a lot of chewing right now. Now I'm gonna check in with the chat while he's reading in there. Let's see.
Somebody wanted me to pan the camera down so they can see the food.
You can do that too. That works. That works.
Oh, I disconnected my goddamn camera.
Oh no!
son of a
no!
Son of
Oh,
a bitch.
Oh no! If you have to reset it, that's fine. We can.
I
We
have
can.
to unplug it and plug it back in. I'm still eating though.
All right, I trust you. You're still eating. Do you guys, Mikey? What are we making a ruling on here? Are we gonna trust him?
Yeah,
I think
trust him for
Austin's a
little bit.
pretty trustworthy guy. He's really not like a shady dude at all. So I think we'll give him the benefit of doubt on this one. I'm gonna.
Well, a good shady one never lets on that they're fucking shady, bruh. Come on.
That is true. That is true. So I don't know. Do we pause it then? What do you think we do?
We should be good.
You're
back?
still frozen, man. You might have to totally
Shit.
Reset
might have
the
to
link.
totally reset the link.
If you just
All right, keep
refresh the
keep
screen.
the timer going.
I've got the timer still going. Just refresh like your whatever screen you're using, whatever. There he is.
There
Perfect.
you go. See?
There we go. All right, perfect. Good stuff. Timer's still going. He's still eating. All right,
How about-
perfect. Perfect. So it doesn't look like he's done anything.
Nah, unless he tells me he's
Shady.
on Big Mac number 3.
No,
Yeah, no,
number
yeah.
one, number one.
Still working on number 1. Okay, cool. We're up to almost 2 minutes now, and we've
That's fine.
only got half, not quite even half of a Big Mac down. I believe I had the first Big Mac down in a minute, if I do remember correctly.
And I started with the fries like an imbecile.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about your huge mistake.
Yeah,
Oh,
I went
that's
fries
right.
first.
That's right. Yeah. While we got a sec here, guys, if you want to hit that like button, I know we got a lot of people watching. If you haven't already hit the like button, please go ahead and do that. So Scott78, thanks for the reminder in there. Austin's first Big Mac is down at 2:33. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not a bad start for him. I like that.
Yeah, he stepped on that gas pretty quick when we called him out for being. Well, he also had some technical difficulties as well, so he
It's
wasn't
true.
biting as big and as bad as he could.
That's true. Now, AK is offering a little bit of advice to Austin. Split Big Macs in half, less chewing. Interesting strategy right there. I like that. Shark tried to disqualify him. No. Wait, Pat Wooey's dropped his time down to 14 minutes. He said Austin is eating at a crazy rate right now. Wow, okay. So people are saying, yes, told to move, froze, still can't see food. People think that you're...
It's all right.
Yeah, I don't want the
couldn't see
camera to-
my food while I was eating too.
Yeah, that's the only disappointing thing about the way the setup was. It was one of those things. So, Doug Killjack, if you got to go, I totally understand, man. It was a late show tonight. I appreciate you trying to watch as much as you can. So, have a good night, bud. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Let's see, where else? Let me get a brew dog. Mike, you kind of keep up with Austin for a sec. Make sure he's not up to any trouble. I'm gonna give me a brew dog.
Over under on Browns wins this year, Austin.
I'm not feeling great. I'll just say that right now.
Oh, about the McDonald's challenge, or just the
Both.
Browns in general?
Both. Both.
The
I don't
first
know
Big
why
Mac.
the fuck I got buffalo sauce.
Why is it? Do you never get buffalo sauce?
I don't eat McDonald's.
Oh, so there's been no practice or nothing. We thought maybe you were practicing a little bit.
Nope, no practice.
Oh, you got two cats. What's the black cat's name with the white mittens?
That's Scout.
Scout. All right.
I just got beer everywhere.
Fucking 11 nuggets in this box.
Oh man, that's a shame.
Bad luck.
As soon as somebody heard you say, "I'm gonna eat all this," they're like, "Yeah, hell you are." Here's an extra nugget.
All right, so we're at 4:58. We've got one Big Mac down. We've got some fries.
4 nuggets.
4 nuggets down. Okay, so he's doing a mixed bag.
And we've got
We've
got some doubt creeping into his mind that you missed. He said he wasn't feeling good about the
Not
Browns
feeling
this
good.
year or the McDonald's challenge.
Oh, really? Now that you've
Yeah.
started it, you're already feeling the effects of it
I
at
feel
5
like shit.
minutes. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, the sodium. If you're not used to this much sodium, it's a whole new level of. You're gonna sleep the best you slept in a long time, because this stuff puts you gotta eat
Feel
that.
like shit in the morning.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep like a champ, but you're gonna feel like really crap in the morning, for sure.
Shirt's coming off.
Hey, you do you, man. Whatever makes it worth it for you. 844-HIT-DUM, 844-448-3862. The phones are ringing. If you want to cheer Austin on, if you want to cheer on your old pal Dumb and talk shit to Austin, you're welcome to do that. In fact, I encourage it. Please. In the meantime, I did mention the cities with the worst drivers. We talked about that a little bit earlier, and I was saying how Cleveland is clearly on the list for the worst. And Mikey, you said that you don't think New York is, or you think New York?
Maybe New York City. I can't speak for New York City, and that pretty much the entire state. So I don't think outside of New York City that we're that bad.
Well, there's actually no New York on the list at all. No cities in New York. And this is broken down by city. Let's see. The worst top 10 U.S. cities with the worst drivers based on a consumer affairs analysis were ninth place, city we've heard of a lot because of a lady I used to work with, Rockford, Illinois. That came in ninth place. But I do have somebody calling in. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Hello, Father.
Hi, Keely. How are you? This is my daughter, Keely. What's up, sweetheart?
Good. Me and my friend Maddie are sitting here watching, and we just wanted to tell Austin that we're rooting him on, and we believe he can do it.
7 minutes in, he just said it's not happening.
7 minutes in. Oh, you're tapping. You can't be tapping already. He's not tapping. But he already feels like he's going to puke. Well, Austin, we did rule if you think you can make it. But again, the DQ is riding high. So if I feel like there's an intentional puke, because I know cheaters. I've worked with cheaters. I know all their moves. So I'll be watching to see if I think there's some fake greenness. If I don't see green, but I see puke, there might be fake.
I have a vital question. Did he empty his garbage can before he did this?
No.
Nope. So he's going to be puking. He's going to be puking all over the garbage. So, oh man, you're all ready? He's got a bag. Oh, that's an amateur hour move. That's going to get all over the place. So, all right, Keely.
No.
Anything else there, darling?
Nope. Love you both.
All right. I love you too, honey. Bye. That laugh. Bye.
Bye.
Gosh, she sounds just like a mother when she does that laugh. That's crazy. Blue Wolverine, you're on another dumb show. What's up, bro?
Hey, Austin, take the fries, put them on the burger. Put them on the burger. Eat them at the same time, man. Dip the buns in water. Let's go. Don't talk. Don't talk. Wave at Dumb. Don't talk.
Hello, welcome to Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me on this special Saturday edition of Another Dumb Show. You'll have to excuse me if I seem distracted. For some reason, my headphones have decided to just go to crap all of a sudden and are cracking and popping, and I can't hear a damn thing all of a sudden. I don't know what this is all about here. This sounds like crap. All right, maybe that's a little better. All right, cool. Welcome. Hi. Sorry, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday edition of Another Dumb Show. It's good to see you guys all here. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. A nice Friday night. I do want to start things off, guys. Guys, we got some breaking news in the football world. Officially, the Browns have released information about Nick Chubb just before the show opened about an hour ago. The Browns released the following statement regarding Nick Chubb and his... What was this bed at? Damn, this thing's so loud. All right, regarding Nick Chubb and his knee surgery that he went through yesterday, repaired ligament damage sustained on the 18th against the Steelers. They repaired damage to his medial capsule, his meniscus, and MCL. And so that's good news, I guess, there. But the kind of bad news is because the original reports were he's going to need 2 surgeries. Then it went down to he's only going to need 1 surgery. Now it turns out he's officially going to need a second surgery to repair his ACL ligament as well. So it looks like my main man, Mikey, is here with me. Mikey, he's going to be out for a while. My dude
looks like probably about a year.
Yeah, that's going to be a major repair at this point. I was really excited that it was just going to be just the MCL, the one ligament, not the ACL.
Yeah, I thought it was just the one ligament.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was. That's what they were saying early.
Yeah, supposedly it was all just stretched out, that's what happened to me when I blew out my knee in high school. When they went in to scope it, they thought that I tore my ACL and my meniscus, and then they went in to scope it, and I did tear my meniscus, but I did not tear my ACL. They said it stretched out like a rubber band. That, like, when a rubber band gets stretched and it gets all loose and wobbly.
Yeah,
that's what my ACL looked like. So they said it just sprained really badly, and eventually it'll heal itself. So that was that. So I never really did heal itself. That knee's never been the same. So
I was about to say, you got knee problems all the time.
Yeah, never been the same. That knee is. I've torn 2 ligaments in that knee now. If you count that as, I don't know. I guess that doesn't count as a tear, but I've injured every ligament in that knee and my meniscus. So, speaking of injuries, my dude, how are you? I saw that you sent me a couple pictures, and I saw a little bit in the Discord last night. I was DJing a wedding, and I had a little bit of time. Oh my God, do I have a booger on my face?
I didn't see one.
Felt like I had one right on my nose. Anyway, I was DJing a wedding last night, and I had a little downtime. Cocktail hour was very long. And
I thought you were done. I thought you were done with the wedding early. I was like, "What's he doing hopping on Discord?" I was like, "He's just kicking it. We should go live tonight."
No, I just had.
But no, you were at a wedding on the Discord.
Yeah, I popped in, and there was it was during cocktail hour, and I had just because everything was kind of taken care of already. We were all way ahead of schedule. We had a little extra time in cocktail hour, so I had a little time to just sit, and there's nothing I could do. Like, I was getting so antsy actually because I felt like I was doing something wrong because I was sitting, but there was just literally nothing I could do. So I was just sitting there waiting for everybody to get through cocktail hour and stuff because they were taking pictures and all that crap. So once we got through cocktail hour, I just had some time. So I just whipped out my phone for a second, and I saw some Discord notifications. I saw that you had hurt your little foot there. Not really, I guess a little bit. It actually looks considerably injured.
Yeah.
So here's a picture of Mikey's foot and his ankle. Jeez Louise, dude, that's some bad bruising. That is
that's just 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's
Well, here, do me a favor. Explain to everybody what happened. I have to take this call. Hang on one sec. Explain what happened.
Oh, you can keep my feet finder pictures up. But yeah, no, I was at work on Friday, and I was like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from our shop. And I was just carrying my toolbox across somebody's back porch. And when I took the first step off the porch, my left ankle just completely collapsed underneath me. I dropped my toolbox. I went for a roll, and to be honest with you, the sound that it made, the snap and crackle, was so loud that it actually made me puke, get all flush, and it was not a good time. So I haven't gone to urgent care or anything like that. No X-rays needed, but it's it's pretty painful. And then let's see what else. That's how I hurt my ankle. Let me check the chat. Oh, good, you're back.
I'm back. Say it again. I couldn't hear a damn thing. I was trying to take a call. I screwed up, dude. I pulled an amateur move and
Delivery?
I might end up I don't know what I'm going to do actually. I feel like I'm in the person I was going to go through it didn't happen. So I might have to make another phone call or another text here. So it's not going to happen till late. So I pulled a rookie move and I was just busy. I wanted to pull a bunch of stuff together to have stuff to talk about tonight because I felt bad that I didn't get to do a show for everybody last night, especially after changing the membership stuff. So I figured the least we could do is do a show, so I tried to find some stuff. So I completely missed what happened to your ankle. So give me the abbreviated version that you just told everybody.
Was walking across a porch and took one step off the porch, and my left ankle completely collapsed.
Oh, so you just missed? Did you just miss the step? Step funny?
No, it was a step off of a wooden porch onto like a grass and dirt drop, and as soon as I stepped, my ankle rolled
the wrong
this way, and it rolled on the inside, the opposite side of where the bruising is.
Wait, so it rolled inward? You inverted it, not rolled it over? Rolled it inward?
Yes, I rolled in. Yes.
Ow. That's weird.
And the snap, crackle, and pop was so loud, I told everyone that it made me flush, hot, and I started dry heaving. It was so loud.
Oh.
I was on the ground literally saying, "Oh my God, it's broken. Oh my God, it's broken."
Did you go get x-rays?
No.
You're not going to go get x-rays? You don't think it's broken? You able to walk on it?
I've been able to walk on it today. I mean, it's swollen. It's hot to the touch.
You might have
It hurts.
You might have torn the ligament there, dude. If you heard a snap
Yeah,
and a
very well
pop,
could have.
if the bone didn't break. And that's what makes me think maybe that's what it is ligament for it to bend inward like that.
And that's the funny thing about this ankle. Every time I've ever rolled this ankle, I've rolled it that way. It's rolled in.
You got flat feet?
No, I got big, nice arches. I got nice feet, bro.
I beg to differ.
Put my pictures up on Feet Finder.
Are you a foot guy? I'm not into feet.
No, I'm not a foot guy.
Yeah, it's damn.
But look at this.
Holy
yeah,
crap.
dude.
That's what it's so funny. So remember the other day when I was telling you how swollen my legs were?
From the MSG?
Yes. That's mine. Didn't even compare to that. They were twice the size of your left leg. You couldn't. It was so gross. But anyway, wow, dude, that is some major swelling, and it seems like it's on the outside though, the redness and the swelling. But you rolled it inward. That's so weird. I don't think I've ever. I mean, I can't remember because I sprained my ankle real bad in a football game my senior year, and my leg got propped on I was on a pile on the bottom and my leg got propped up, and if this is my foot, somebody fell on my ankle, so my ankle just got completely jacked, and it was sprained so bad when I was laying on the ground, it was twitching all over. My coach was freaking out and he was trying to get my attention because I kept trying to get up and look at it, and they were holding me down saying, "Don't look at it." And I'm like, "What?" Then my coach,
I started panicking.
I did. My coach, the only thing that distracted me is my one coach. I wore a gold chain because I thought I was Deion Sanders. And I wore a Coach Prime. It wasn't as nice, obvious Coach Primes, but it was this nice gold chain my parents brought back from Alaska with some cheap Alaska gold. And he grabbed my chain and he was like, "Who do you think you are, Deion Sanders?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wear it because of Deion." Actually, so that was the only thing that actually distracted me. I kind of laughed in the moment, but just move. It hurts that bad.
Oh, dude, it's actually my toes from the third toe down is as cold as ice and tingly, and I can't really feel them.
Are you going to do the ice bucket thing? That's really the best thing to do is get a bucket of ice and dunk that sucker right in. It hurts like a mother. It's the worst, but
I've been icing it every hour for 15 minutes.
You got to just dunk that sucker, man. Let it just a cold, you know what I'm talking about? Like an actual bucket full of ice and just set that sucker in there and let it sit like
Yeah, you can only do it. You can only do it for 15 minutes, anyways.
Yeah, I know, but you got to immerse that entire thing. Unless I don't know.
Why?
How
It's just gonna start to re-swell as soon as I take it out of the bucket.
You got to do it, man. That's the thing. You got to force yourself to doing it.
That sounds horrible.
When you hold on one sec, let me take this phone call real quick. We've got somebody on the line here. F1 Frank, you're on another dumb show. Frank, you there, my dude?
Hey, Dumb.
What's up,
There's
bro?
something going on with the phones, man. There, I can hear other shows.
Can hear other shows?
Well, your show, but like repeats of your show.
How about now? Did that
Like,
just fix it?
Replaying. Yeah, it went away.
All right, cool. That was my bad. I had something.
I was just going to tell Mikey, man, that's the way my ankle looked when I broke my ankle. I bet you it's broken, man.
No, I don't think. I hope it's not broken. If it is broken, it's probably like an avulsion fracture, like a chipped bone.
Listen, this guy. It's a what? An avulsion.
An avulsion fracture.
What
Yeah, it'd be like a chipped bone.
I know you know a lot about opiates, but I don't think you have a medical degree, my dude.
Yeah, but that'd be the most simple fracture for an ankle fracture. It ends up being a chipped bone. I mean, if something was obviously broken, a lot worse, I'd be able to see it or feel it at least.
Oh, interesting.
No, you're talking about something that's poking out of your skin.
That's a compound. No, that's
a compound fracture.
That's a compound fracture, Frank. I know that.
Yeah, when
Joe
I
Theismann.
fell out of the tree and broke my ankle, it was like it broke that little nub on the side of your ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I broke, and there was a crack the whole way up the side of it.
Ooh.
So my foot turned like that, and your foot's gonna turn purple, man.
Oh yeah, the
skull, baby.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, his foot's gonna look like his favorite football team. So he'll be.
I'm gonna go bowling. I'm gonna go bowling on this foot tomorrow.
Are you gonna get a boot or something, or any brace?
If it's like his favorite football team, he's gonna lose his foot. Damn.
All right, Frank. I don't know what's going on with your phone tonight, but I don't know if it's me or you, but it's a little hard to hear you tonight, my dude. So,
all right, have a good one, though.
All right, dude. Next time you call, try to maybe go right into the phone a little bit more. All right, bro.
Oh, I am. I always am. I'm right. It's right next to my face. I'm not on my shoulder or anything.
I think it might have come away a couple times, but Frank, I appreciate it, dude. And I'll talk to you. Don't be afraid to call back later on, dude. Of course, the phones
have a good one, though.
You too, bro. The phones are working. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. I don't know did I say real quick, did I give a shout out to Nugget Man for being first in the chat? I can't remember if I actually hit that real quick. So shout to you for being first. Shout out. I appreciate it. Falcor said she had an avulsion fracture as part of her pelvic smash. Jesus, that sounds awful.
Yeah, speaking of broken pelvises, that other picture I sent you.
Oh, hold on. We'll get to that in a little bit. But I want real quick. I want to talk to give a shout out to Scott. Says greetings from Cali. Hardly ever get to watch the live show, so appreciate the chance. Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here, my man. Thank you for being here. Right on. Mikey, when you hurt your foot, did you yell this?
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Do you know what that is?
It sounds like Lil Wayne. It sounds like Lil Wayne.
No, that is your president at a rally last night. Here he is talking about Crooked Joe.
Yeah, but if you become president and you don't like somebody, or if somebody's beating you by 10, 15, or 20 points like we're doing with Crooked Joe Biden, let's indict the motherfucker. Let's indict him.
I love that so much.
Yes, what a great soundbite. It sounds just like Tunchi.
I guess you're right. It does kind of.
Motherfucker.
Hey, how you doing?
Wheezy Trump. I love it. What did you do? Did you yell when that happened? Did you like mother effer? Like, cause that's
bro. It was just a gasp, just like a, cause I haven't hurt myself in so long
Yeah.
And I was down on the ground, and it was like instant panic. I'm 2 hours away from home. Like, all I kept thinking is, it's broken.
And you're gonna have to like do an ambulance, or what do you do in that case? Like, would you have asked the client? Did the customer see this happen? Were you like?
No, I made my way back to the front door, and I actually ended up having the customer come carry my toolbox and my blue bin back to my van for me.
Are you serious? Wow, was that bad? Oh, was that how
Yeah,
embarrassing
dude,
was that?
I couldn't. Oh, dude, it was. Dude. And then I had to reschedule his job, and I had to go to an emergency call to go put some parts in a generator.
With the busted ankle, so you didn't just go right to an urgent care or anything like that. You didn't even use
No,
that.
I haven't been to an urgent care or anything. No, I got out of work early and stuff like that, but
yeah, they usually let you out early so you can go to an urgent care, and if you have to, you file a workers' comp claim and all that stuff. This way now.
Yeah, there's an accident report. There's an accident report filled out and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, cool. I know why you didn't go to urgent care.
Why?
Well, because usually you have to drop if you get injured. Most places make special
No,
corporations.
that wouldn't. It would. Yeah, but it wouldn't matter if it's marijuana.
I know, but what if there's some fungi, some silo?
No, that's not coming through in a piss test.
Is that not? I don't know how that works. I actually didn't.
No, and I haven't eaten them in a while.
Okay. How long will those stay in your system? I don't know the
no idea.
Days? No idea.
But I've never failed a piss test for that, even when I was going to rehab.
Okay, well that's good. I'm glad to know that. Well, because that's why I was assuming that you maybe you were worried that you would get in a little bit of trouble. So no, okay, well that's
no. Back in the day, I used to be really worried about it because I was always dirty.
Well, that's what I just assumed you kind of were, not in like a bad way.
No, but I lived that way for so long that you know what I'm saying, But yeah, I don't like no comp claims or anything like that.
Are you avoiding that then? You're just gonna.
I don't like doing that to my company. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look, bro,
I probably should have been wearing taller boots.
How many fucking injuries I got doing the old show that whether I stepped into them or not. You know, I mean, dude, there's so many times where I should have.
Oh, dude,
I should have filed workers' comp claims. Oh, so many times because I spent a lot of money at the hospital.
I'm sure
I probably didn't pay half those bills, but I racked up quite a few bills going to the hospital. Let me rephrase that. But a lot of copays, man. I'll tell you that much, man. A lot of urgent cares and copays and ER visits. And boy, I tell you what, just the time spent in hospitals I should have gotten paid for. Well, I hope it heals. Get some ice on it. Don't feel like you gotta, if you gotta get it elevated.
No, I don't. I'm sitting here. I've got here, not to show you a crotch shot, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just sitting here Indian style.
Oh, you got to get that
and
thing
my
up,
feet are
dude.
like tucked, bro.
You got to get it. You got to get that thing up. Put a pillow over there next to it or something on the table next to the laptop. Get that mother up.
I can't. I'm sitting here and it's just swollen and hot to the touch.
Oh, I know, but that's why you got to get it up because keep that swelling down and get it to pump the other way.
Maybe I can. Hang on. Oh, that's a little bit better.
It'll help. It'll help. Yeah, I don't care what it looks like, man. Just get yourself comfortable, dude. Just get that foot up so you feel better. Let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Struggling?
Yeah, it hurts.
What if it is broken? Are you gonna think you're gonna? I mean, how much? What is the threshold where you finally go to the doctor? If the pain intensifies, does it go
if I can't move,
if
I can't walk on it or something like that, yeah. If it swells up even worse than it is or something like that, then I'll go to an urgent care. But I told them I wasn't gonna go unless it got worse.
That's okay. Well, I hope it heals and you don't have to do that because it is expensive to have to go through all that. So. Let's see.
Oh God, I wouldn't be able to do anything for work. Like I can't walk around in a cast. I can't crutch and carry a toolbox.
Backpack it, dude. I guess I don't know or something. Not possible.
I take a couple weeks off of work, then I guess.
Well, I mean, then if it is what it is, you got hurt on the job, so they can't sweat you, and then put your foot up and rest and get better. So, just don't take any of those Those old school pain medications. You know what I'm saying? Those old ones.
No, I can't even take the new ones. I can't take the muscle relaxers no more.
That's true. Good. All right. I'm trying to look to see. I got a couple of emails here. This email, two of them are about. Do you remember we did the story the other day about Wally the alligator? Some guy tried to take an alligator in to the Phillies game and claimed
Emotional
it was
support animal.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Service animal. I got an email from Ansart who says, at my local post office, there is a sign that says only animal. There's a sign that says only animal that is trained to do a job is allowed in the post office. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. So if you can claim that your animal can do a job, something along those lines, I didn't understand that tweet 100%. Did that make sense? Or that email? Did that make sense to you?
No, that didn't. I don't know what the sign means.
Yep, Ansart, you'll have to clarify that in another email, please. I appreciate it.
Yeah, resubmit, please.
Thank you. Yes, resubmit. We'll use that from now on. Revise, resubmit. I got an email from Nugget Man, says who was first in chat. Attached is a screenshot from the LA Dodgers regarding service animals. The last sentence is where they mention what animal is an okay service animal at the ballpark. And I looked at this earlier and I laughed out loud. It's a little blurry, so I'm not even going to bother to pull it up. But I'm telling you right now, it says a qualified service animal must be a dog or a miniature horse. So this is legit, not some just meme that's going around or something like that. You can actually take a miniature horse into Dodger Stadium. That's pretty funny.
I want a miniature horse.
I wouldn't mind. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool looking. Horses are a lot of work, and then they drop lots of turds. My dude, and they stink.
Yeah, but mini horses, I'm sure, drop mini turds.
Yeah, but it's horse manure. It's just gonna. There's no. I mean, Darla's little blobs
It's still
don't
better
smell.
than
Horse manure. That's
I
a
think
whole new
horse
level,
manure
man.
is just horse manure. It doesn't even. It just smells like a zoo.
Oh, gross! You want your house to smell like a zoo?
Better than dog shit. Dog shit smells horrible.
I guess you're right. Let's see here. I have a. Oh, you know what? Real quick. This is from Scott78. He said, "Hey, Mikey, how did steak night go? I want to get to that in a little bit, so hold off on that. We'll talk about that. But I do have a comment here that I wanted to read to you guys. It is a question from where is his name? Oh, it's from Robert. And Robert is asking, he says, how the hell do you turn on allow GIFs on YouTube? I can't find anything. I got to be honest with you. It took me a minute to figure it out myself. I could not believe what a weird way they have this set up for you to be able to enable GIFs.
It was goofy for me too when I first figured it out.
I will show you guys, actually. I'm just going to pull it up here, and I will show everybody how to do it. I believe I can show my cursor here. Let's see. I think if I switch over, it will show my cursor. Did it work? Oh, no, it does not like showing the mouse cursor. All right, so let me turn that off real quick because it doesn't like that. Yeah, it just keeps shutting it off when I do that. All right, so let me turn that back off. Anyway, all right, so you guys can see here, actually, when I hover over it, it kind of glows a little bit. So you see the join and then customize. You can kind of see that there. All right, so when you hit join, you're going to get this thing that pops up, right? Then up at the top, ignore all the crap that you see right there. Ignore all the descriptions of everything. Ignore it all. Where you should be reading, you would think, ignore that. In the upper right, there are 3 little dots you'll see by the X as if you wanted to close out the window. See that? You're going to close it. You can close it out up here. Well, don't close it. Hit the 3 buttons, the little 3 dots, and then you're going to hit gift settings. There we go. Come on. Show again. Thank you. Come on. Show gift settings, please. Why is it behind on yours, on mine? That's weird. Anyway, you don't hit report perks. You hit gift settings, and then you go to allow gifts, and then you're going to click this little button. Doop. And now you have gifts enabled. You're now allowed to get gifts from another Dumb Show members. So That is the way that you can have that, Robert. It's pretty easy and pretty helpful to have those enabled because we have some wonderful people in the chat who love to hand out memberships to everybody. Of course, there were some updates. If you weren't watching on Thursday's show, there were some updates to the tier levels as far as the member channel perks. The official League of Dummies, you guys still have access. That's the $1.99 tier that you guys have been used to. That gives you all the loyalty badges, the custom emoji, and I read all your comments first. Now there's a new tier, the Super League of Dummies. That is $2.99 a month, and that gives you access to everything I just described and access to the after shows that we do. And we'll be doing an after show after this one tonight, probably we're going to do like a kind of shortened regular show about till 8 tonight. And then we're going to do an after show and really roll until I drop, basically. I got 5 beers left, so probably go until I run out of beer. How about that? But that's $2.99 a month for Super League of Dummy members. Like I said, that gives you access to after shows. And then there's a third tier now. And this one is really just for Team Dumb Ultimate fans. These are for people who really just want to help support me and another Dumb show to really make sure that we are financially successful and able to keep rolling on into the future. That's $9.99 a month, and that gives you access to everything I mentioned earlier. And then when merchandise becomes available, I'm getting ready to kind of put some stuff together. I have a few designs I'm working on. I'd like to release another shirt. You will get discounts on merchandise. I don't know how much the discount will be yet because, again, I don't know how much the shirts will be until they are fully designed. But it will be beneficial to you if you plan on getting merch and you really want to support the show. You might as well become a Team Dumb Ultimate fan and save some money and have access to all the after shows. So there were quite a few people who signed up for that. The other day, I was very surprised and overwhelmed. I actually started crying a little bit, got all choked up. The usual dumb, I should have put a cry counter together, but I really didn't. It's too hard.
You've only cried like 5 or 7 times since we started doing this again.
Yeah, it's only been a month, and
who's counting?
25% of the shows I'm crying on. So yes, I appreciate everybody who's changed their memberships, and again, if you do not have your gifts enabled, make sure you do have your gifts enabled because the League of Dummies and the Super League of Dummies, they love to hand out those channel memberships to everybody.
Yeah, they do.
B4 says, add another dumb show. Thanks for doing the show. You're welcome, B4. Thanks for coming and watching it. I appreciate it. All right, so Mikey, you send me another picture today. There's a couple of things. I'm trying to relate to this. I'm trying to see how all of these things relate. I'm hearing iPhones going off. I feel like that might be part of what we're talking about right now.
What?
Well, I have a couple things I wanted to talk to you about here. First we already got to your feet, but you sent me another picture today, and I'm a little confused by the pic. It's a picture of a little kitty. I know the other night we spent a lot of time talking about kitties, you know what I'm saying, and whether Mikey was going to get some new kitty on Thursday night. There was the mac and cheese debate with the girl who was slushing around with her mac and cheese. Mikey was getting himself all worked up. And then we went back and forth for about maybe 30 seconds about whether he'd go over there. But as the night got later, Mikey decided he was going to stay in because he knew the next night.
As the night got later, Mikey got older.
Well, you got that, and you went, you know what? I would rather have a steak and one night versus mac and cheese and then a steak and 2 nights because you just didn't want to do back-to-back nights with any kind of new chick after your recent breakup. Any updates on that from her? Have you heard from her, from the ex at all? Because I know you wanted to keep an open line of communication just in case she wanted to take a trip to Pound Town. You'd be down for that.
Yep, of course I heard from her today.
Oh, yes. Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I was not expecting that. I thought that was going to be...
Yeah, me neither.
Do you want to talk about that? Is it
Yeah, there was really nothing that happened. She's in New York City at a tattoo convention getting a tattoo. She took some personal time off of work and went to New York City for the weekend, I guess.
Okay, that's an interesting decision, and decided to share it with you.
Yeah. Yep. But the tattoo is like her right ass cheek all the way down like the back of her thigh.
Oh, so it's kind of like a sexy picture.
No, it's the outline of the tattoo, but she was
Oh.
definitely showing me to be like, hey, it's my ass cheek.
Oh, okay, that's what. So okay, so she was
Yeah.
thirst trapping you a little bit, basically.
Probably.
All right,
But we just had like a normal conversation about my ankle. Like we didn't talk anything about relationship, anything like that. It was just literally like
nothing
back
ever.
and forth on Instagram. Yep.
Interesting. Like on Instagram, not through text message, because she.
Nope, not even text messaging.
Now, did she post this picture, or did she direct message it to you?
No, she direct messaged it. She doesn't post pictures. She hasn't posted a picture on social media in like 5 years.
Interesting. So, wow, this is an interesting situation.
Really weird.
To get the DM, was that weird when you saw that?
Yeah. Well, because she just sent a picture of a tattoo outline, and I was like, "Cool, it looks like a cool tattoo." And then I was like, "Wait, is that you?" And she sent a little smirking emoji, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "What are you doing? Like, did you bring Oliver with you? Like, what the like?"
Yeah, that was. There's a lot to unpack right there, because so she took personal time off of work because essentially she lost the babysitter. I mean, so she had to do that.
No, I think she took personal time off to go to a tattoo convention, and she's unwilling to take a personal time off because she lost a babysitter.
Oh, so
that just shows the priorities.
I was just about to say these priorities are very out of whack right now, and I got to tell you, I'm very surprised to hear that you replied. Especially,
I know, right?
Especially with anything other than show me what that looks like, all of that or something. You know, if that's the kind of situation you're looking for at this point, you know what I mean? Versus rekindling. Now, are you?
No.
All right, so just keeping the
way too many things. Way too many things would have to change, and like no, so it'd have to be like a hard reset, dude.
Keeping the open. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of hard resets, I thought as part of your hard reset, I got a text message from you today, and I assumed that this was part of your plan. To get a new girl, because I have a story here that talks about what sort of animals chicks like the most as far as guys on social media and what sort of pictures they post with themselves.
Cat guys are in style?
Well, Mikey, as a matter of fact, I hate to blow the rankings, but yeah.
Yes! Finally!
Yeah,
some respect.
On dating apps, the guys who are most likely to be swiped left on are guys that have pictures of their cats. So 76% of users or swipe right, whatever it is. I don't know. I swipe left is out, so swipe right is in. That tells you how you.
I don't do any swiping.
So I guess swipe right is a good thing. You'll want to hook up with them. So 76% of people say guys with cats are getting swiped right on versus. At the bottom of the list, people who are showing pictures of them with their fish are only at 24%.
Yep, I was just about to say fish or animals.
And this is a pet fish, not like they caught a fish. These are psychopaths that are taking pictures of them with their goldfish or whatever other weird fish they have.
Oh, bro, I would so post a picture. If I had a goldfish, I'd post a picture of me and my goldfish on a dating site.
Well, you would lose out because only 24% of chicks would be tempted by a profile that showcases a pet fish. So, actually, going back to it, what happened? What is this cat? What's the story with this cat?
So, remember I sent you those pictures of those 2 kittens that were sitting outside my house? And I feed them every once in a while and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever showed the pictures. I think we were busy that day and I never got to download them. But I don't know. I can't remember, to tell you the truth.
I thought we did. I thought the chat can remind us of whether or not we showed those pictures. But anyways, there's been some kittens outside. And just last night or 2 nights ago, I opened up the door and I heard some like crying.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, that's weird. I've never seen this tuxedo one before. And it was like hiding by a cardboard box. So I fed him and everything like that. The next morning, I opened up the door and the cat was crying even louder. But this time it was trying to walk around and it was like completely dragging its right rear leg or its left rear leg.
Oh, that's
Like,
so hard to look at.
Its toes were all curled up under it, like not like a small injury, its
was
rear end
jacked
was
up.
kind of like collapsed. Yeah. And the cat was like crying like it was in serious pain. So I talked to my parents during the day. This is the same day I rolled my ankle. So my parents are at my apartment trying to trap the cat real quick. And I ended up trapping the cat at, I don't know, like 4:00 in the afternoon. And I took the cat out to a rescue out here, like Lollipop Farms.
Damn, with the bad ankle and everything, you toughed it out and still took the cat to the thing, even though your ankle was all jacked up.
Yep.
Oh, it was very noble
Because I felt
of you.
so horrible. Oh, dude, I felt so horrible for the kitten. So I talked to the people there. The only thing with me bringing the cat there is like it's a feral cat. It's not mine. So I like sign off all rights to it. They can do whatever, euthanize it, whatever.
Yeah, well, it's better.
But
they know.
I told them, I was like, if the cat gets healthy and everything like that, can I adopt a cat? You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yeah, absolutely. You'll be first in line.
Sweet.
So I called back this morning.
Yeah.
To check on the little guy because they said if he won't like let them treat him or anything like that, they'll have to put him down depending how bad the injury is and stuff. So when I called back this morning, they were like, he's knocked out on some pain meds. He has a pretty serious head injury, which I don't know where that came from. And his pelvis is shattered.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to put him down.
So no, they said no. They said that the pelvis should heal if the cat doesn't move.
Are you serious?
It's better to have the pelvis that's broken than a leg they might have to amputate or something like that.
Yeah. And so what do they just put it in a cast and they can't move?
They don't know yet because it's a feral cat. They have to wait 5 days before they can give it x-rays, but it is eating, drinking. It's a little lover. You know, everything seems to be good. So,
that poor thing. Well, good for you, dude. It was nice of you to do that. It sounds like that thing probably got clipped by a car or something. Obviously, it sounds like.
It's got
a head injury.
I got another idea of what happened to it.
What?
So I'm gonna have to talk quiet because I talk really loud. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah. Fine, I can hear you.
All right. So there's been a litter of 4 kittens that came around. That was those 2 gray ones, the tuxedo one and an orange one. And my neighbors right next door, it's an older man and woman, and they got 2 kids. One kid is like special needs.
Oh, no.
The other one's a little bit older. And when I talked to them a couple weeks ago, they were like, yeah, some cats broke into our back screen. They've been living in the house. So that's been the orange one and the tuxedo one. So what I think happened is the cat got injured next door, and they're kind of like low income, didn't know what to do. Like, these cats aren't fixed or anything like that. So I think they just let the cat outside. Because when I was bringing the cat out with me to Lollipop yesterday, I ran into the lady next door, and she was like, oh, there's that little tuxedo. How cute. And I was like, yeah, he's all jacked up. Do you know what happened? And she was like, no, he was walking fine when he walked out the door. And I was like, well, I never said anything. I said, well, I never said anything was wrong with his leg.
Just like, oh, you're right. Oh, good call.
Yeah.
That's some Batman stuff. Good job. See, I wouldn't totally miss
Fuck
that.
yeah, bro. I'm on that shit.
I wouldn't be a good cop.
So like, I don't like fault them or anything like that, because I know like the kid, like I've seen the way he is with the orange cat next door, and like, I mean, he's wearing like a necklace, and
man, some mice and men
So I
kind
think
of
some-
stuff here. This is what Louis or whatever.
some Lenny shit.
Lenny, that's right. Oh no, that's
you know
so
what, dude?
sad.
I can't believe I remembered that name.
I can't
actually,
believe-
that's one of the books I actually read in high school.
Me too. That's why I was surprised that I thought it was what was the other guy's name? Lenny, and do you remember Slim or something like that, or wasn't it something stupid?
I think
like
I can't remember. I was about to say Bruce, but that's Lenny Bruce. He's a comedian.
All right. Well, real quick, I want to give hold on one sec. Actually, oh shit, I hit that button too quick. So at this point, you're on just the waiting game to find out if they're gonna. So they'll do the X-rays with the cat, and then once they do the X-rays, they will then let you know what the prognosis is or diagnosis is. I get that.
They don't have to let me know anything. It's their cat at this point. So the only way I'll ever get information is when I call every day to check on the cat, because obviously I'll be calling every day to check on the cat.
Okay. That's good. All right. I'm sure they love that.
Yeah, dude, all the girls that worked at reception today were like, "Oh, he's called to check on the kitten."
Yeah. All right, cool. It might be worth it, if they're not bad looking, just make a run up there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some cat lovers.
Yeah, all right. So real quick before we I'll give you the rest of those the pet rankings real quick. And real quick before I do that, wow. Big shout out to Tyler T. He upgraded his membership. Team Dumb Ultimate Fan. What's up, bro? Appreciate it. Big ups to Tyler T. Everybody give him some hype in the chat. A little love there. I appreciate it so much. And Scott78 gifted 5 Another Dumb Show memberships. Deanna, False Bandicoot, Allie Rose, Meow, and Raven Ray were all gifted Another Dumb Show memberships by Scott78. Congratulations to all of you. You enabled your gifts apparently, and you got hooked up, like I mentioned. So thank you for listening, and thank you, Scott, for hooking everybody up, man. I thank you for you're one of the biggest supporters here, dude. So I really appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Real quick, we'll finish up these pet rankings. Like I mentioned, the animals that boost your chances of love on dating apps. The ones that are going to get everybody swiping left and swiping right. Wow. Now, I know in 7th place I mentioned fish. Only 24% would be swiping right on people with a fish. And next up in 6th place are people who have dog pictures, with just 41% of people saying they'd be swayed to swipe right on a profile featuring a dog. 5th place, this is a weird one, rabbits. More than half.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right? 52% of people say they would swipe right on the owner of a bunny, more so than a dog. People like rabbits more than dogs. This is a weird list. It gets even weirder.
That's some weird simp shit.
It gets even weirder because now in 4th place, hamsters. 50%.
Well, you know what I'm saying? They see a little hamster gerbil action. They think that the dude's a freak.
Apparently, yeah, where maybe that's including Grindr on this list and not just like Tinder or whatever. 3rd place, horses. This is for the super freaks, apparently. 61% they'd be swiping right on a profile featuring a horse. Now, guys usually try to shy away from the horse chicks sometimes. You could go both ways. I think horse chicks are kind of a unique breed of women.
They are, dude.
They really are.
It's hit or miss. They're all crazy in bed. They will all pop your head like a watermelon between their thighs. But they smell bad. A lot of them are like spiritual mediums and believe in tarot cards and shit. Like it's just
you're not
a lot of astrological signs and
super wealthy and kind of like uppity almost because they're to have a horse.
When you get into the equestrian.
Yeah. All right. 2nd place, even stranger now, snakes and lizards. 62% said they wouldn't mind falling for the owner of somebody with a picture of a snake or a lizard in the picture with them, and that's I'm assuming
I'll take my snake out and send a picture.
Now I assume this must be including a lot of this must be like picking a lot of guy like this. It must be including men in this too, because I thought it was mostly what women thought, but no, this must include men too, because guys are I think if you include men in this, so guys are swiping on, because lots of girls have cats in the picture, so guys are definitely gonna be swiping right.
I am instantly.
More guys would be apt to swipe right on a chick with a lizard than a. You don't think so? Than a lizard?
Nah, it's worse than horse people, bro. Like that one of them crazy ass, mostly heavyset goth chicks with a python around her neck. No, thank you. And the big gauge earrings. Pass.
Falcar says, I don't know if I should be offended by this horse girl talk or not. Probably a little bit of both, based on the way we were just talking about it.
Yeah,
we did say
still love you, Falcar.
Freaking bad, probably, despite your, I don't know, maybe with all those pins in and stuff you were talking about in your hips earlier. That apparently Falcor was in a bad car accident at some point and crushed her hips and her pelvis in some sort of bad accident. So yeah, that's really interesting rankings there. So Mikey, if you do end up getting on the apps, you know what to do, what pictures to take.
Nope.
Now, speaking of that, I do want to do a Drew S said, are there ducks on that list? No, there were no ducks on that list. No deer legs either. Now I have I have another I have a couple stories here that I want to get into here in a little bit too, but I know I said we were only going to go for an hour here. We'll maybe go a little bit longer here on the main show before we switch over to members only. But Mikey, actually, you know what? We'll save this. Let's save what happened with me with Macaroni and Cheese Girl. We'll save that for the members only show.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll save that, and then and we'll talk about that a little bit more in that situation and where you're headed with that. But did you hear the news? A couple arrests yesterday. Did you hear that there was an arrest in the murder of Tupac?
Yeah, I did see that.
Keefe
I
D.
can't remember the dude's name.
Keefe D.
Yeah, there you go.
He is officially he's been arrested in some sort of connection to the Tupac murder. I don't know exactly what they've defined the connection as, but what I read, other than what I read, I guess, is that he, over the years, he's just boasted about being in the car. There were 4 people in the car. He was in the passenger seat. There were people in the back, and he's written over the years about having been a part of he was in the car. And that the only people that are left alive that know what happened to Tupac are this guy, Keefe D, and Suge Knight. Now, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis claims, he's now 60 years old at this point, by the way. So this is, that'll tell you how old this all is. This all started, he got murdered in 1997. That's how long it's been going on for Tupac. Geez, so god damn, that's a long ass time. Over a quarter century.
He's 11 years old.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, 96, I'm sorry. 96 was Tupac. 97 was Biggie. And that's another thing that's interesting about this guy is Keefe D was also interviewed in 2009 as a person of interest in the killing of Tupac's rival, Notorious B.I.G.
So this dude's hired by the government.
You think that's what it is, or is he what?
To take them both out.
Why would that be the case?
I've always thought maybe it was a giant conspiracy and the government had both of them killed.
Well, more. I would say, if anything, there would be a conspiracy. It would be within the LAPD because there was a lot of weird stuff, kind of that the LAPD had gotten involved in with everything. So, I don't know, but he's confessed his involvement in the Tupac Shakur case. Gives all the details of how he and his co-conspirators killed Tupac, supposedly in this book that he'd written. So people are saying that this guy's basically talked himself right into jail by saying he was a part of this. What they're saying now is he won't talk really just because, not because snitches get stitches, but just because of the code of the streets, is what he says. So that's why he has not.
Wait, but he's been talking about it for the last 25 years.
But he hasn't said who did it. He's never named the name. He's never named who's in the car with him. Just that he
layers to street rules.
Yeah, basically, well, that was just a lot of boasting. Like it was him being like, "Yeah, I was in the car with him." You know what I mean? I know who it was, but I'm just not going to say who it is because I'm not going to get homeboy in trouble. But I know who killed Tupac, and that's what he's been doing. So he wrote a book about it. Said he was in the car, all that stuff. So. I guess basically that would mean that he's going to be, I don't even know what he's charged with. Let me see what they officially charged him with. Murder. Oh, they charged him with murder with the use of a deadly weapon.
Really?
Yeah. So they're saying that he. Let me see. You know what? I just realized too. I remembered I have a police officer talking about this. So let me pull up the video here. the officer talking about Keefe D and the arrest regarding Tupac. Oh, you know what? I forgot to edit that. My bad.
I got to go put my broccoli away.
Go do what you got to do. One sec. Here is Las Vegas police talking about the Keefe D arrest.
This case had been reviewed multiple times by different investigators assigned to my section, but it wasn't until 2018 this was reinvigorated as additional information came to light related to this homicide. Specifically, Dwayne Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he provided to numerous different media outlets. In our section, we knew at this time that this was likely our last time to take a run at this case to successfully solve this case and bring forth a criminal charge. It was at that time that this case was assigned
what just happened?
Side section. And over the last 5 years, my section worked closely, hand in hand with the Clark County District Attorney's Office and followed a systematic investigative plan over the last 5 years. We've conducted countless interviews and corroborated numerous facts that were not only consistent with the crime scene on the night of the incident, but also corroborated and were consistent with the sequence of events that night. This ultimately led to us procuring a search warrant which was executed at Mr. Davis's residence in Henderson, Nevada. And following the execution of that search warrant, in close coordination with the District Attorney's Office, this case was presented to the grand jury, which ultimately led to Davis being indicted on charges of murder.
It has often been said, justice delayed is justice denied. It's a quote we hear often and for many, many years when talking about our legal system, but not in this case. Today, justice will be served in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis will appear in court in the next few days or so for a hearing to determine his custody status and to set a jury trial date. This grand jury has been receiving evidence for months and has determined there is sufficient evidence to justify the filing of this criminal indictment.
I'm so confused. I can't. Mikey, you there? Did you hear that? I know you said something. You had to put broccoli away or something. But I am very confused. I don't understand. Because he claimed he was in the car, he's being charged now with murder. What I'm wondering, did we miss something? Did they find a weapon? Did I completely miss something in that thing, guys? 844 hit Dom, 844-448-3862. Help me out, guys, because I have no idea what I just watched there and why it really makes a difference. I don't understand how they were able to connect him just because they're getting him as an accessory to murder. I can understand that, but I don't quite understand why they're saying why he's being charged with murder if he didn't pull the trigger. Very, very confused. I'm trying to read the story to see if I missed something here, but it says something. Yeah, I'm having a hard time trying to understand what it is. So we'll have to figure out. Hopefully, once he goes to court, obviously there are going to be more details that come out there. But as far as Tupac goes, hopefully they can give him like Jada Pinkett says, rest in peace, Tupac. She posted something on Instagram saying hopefully he can get some peace now after they do it. But man, I love Tupac. Such good music. Love Tupac so much. If you don't watch Tupac or listen to Tupac, Mikey, you like Tupac?
I was a Biggie guy.
I love both. That's the thing. I didn't. I started
out.
I
like Tupac a little bit, not much.
I started out as a West Coast guy. I was a West Coast rap guy, with the beef between Eazy-E and Dre. That was where my rap love. That's where my love for rap really started at that point. I liked it before that, but that was when I really kind of started heavily getting into it. And then I found out about Tupac and then it was like, I thought Eazy-E was hard too. I was like, damn, Eazy-E's hard, but damn, Tupac is real hard too. So I love me some Tupac. I love how angry he is in his rap, but then also can be so chill at the same time and have fun. So I love his bipolar nature, I guess.
A guy can really relate with that.
Yeah, something like that. Speaking of bipolar people, Mikey, did you see they finally arrested Chandler Jones?
Yeah, and the Raiders released him.
And the Raiders released him. Yep, they put out a statement saying that they officially released him. Let's see here. What's their official statement here? The official statement from the Raiders. Actually, I can show it to you right here. Here is the statement from the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are hopeful that Chandler Jones receives the care that he needs. He, his family, and all those involved are in our thoughts. As this is now a legal matter, we will not be providing any further comment. We're just gonna cut the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So speaking of that,
Motherfucker.
we're just gonna cut him. So, and that was after all these crazy tweets over the past few weeks about Josh McDaniels and Robert Kraft and what's the hell's the name of the? We got dog and cat drama down here.
Oh.
Darla just tried to mess with Cal, and she just scratched the shit out of him. You okay? You okay?
He got booped.
Did you get scratched, little girl? You're okay. He's still your buddy. All right. So, what is the hell is the name of the Raiders owner?
Mark Davis.
Mark Davis. That's right. So yeah, he said all this weird stuff about Mark Davis. Yeah, and that's it. He's saying they got. I don't understand this. What is the definition of a domestic restraining? What is it? What did he get arrested for? What was it charged with? Damn it, where's the charges at? I just closed the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. He's arrested and he posted bail for allegedly violating a temporary protection order on Thursday night. So somebody got a protection order against him and he violated it?
Yeah, whether it's the Raiders, Mark Davis, Josh McDaniels.
I hadn't even considered that. I thought it was something along the lines of like he
could
had
be
a
his
girl
wife
or something.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be something like that too. I mean, it could be anything.
But
An order of protection comes from the state.
But that's something somebody has to go get that, right? Like you have to say.
I believe so. You have to file. You have to file some type of complaint.
That's a restraining order, right? Isn't that a temporary protection order? Isn't that a fancy way to say restraining order?
I think there's a difference between restraining order and protection order. Like a person can go and get a restraining order against somebody else, but the other one can be something that's issued by the judge, like without somebody asking.
So like when they let him, after the temporary hold, some sort of ruling, somebody said, "Look,
there's an order of protection." Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. That makes a lot more sense actually if you consider, because I was like, this is kind of out of nowhere. Because he wasn't talking about any issues with his family. It was all about the Raiders and the Patriots and Aaron Hernandez and all this crazy stuff. It wasn't like
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, it wasn't like, I got a problem with my girls or whatever. Not like you and I, a couple simps whining about our greatness. There you go. That was for CB, and she's not even here. And so, but that makes more sense that the Raiders or somebody did that, and he violated it and tried to start talking to them again or something like that. Wow.
Yeah, that's my assumption at least.
Hence them saying it, now that it's a legal matter, they're not providing further comment because they're obviously, it sounds like, maybe involved.
Yeah.
So good eye, Mikey. I didn't even consider that, dude. Wow. Okay, cool. So real quick, I think we're gonna wrap up the main show. We're gonna head over to the after show here in a minute. Before I do that, I have to give a little bit of love. Crooked Orchids, she sent a message up there. She's asking how B1 is. B1's okay. She's again. There'll be a B1 update when I got a B1 update for you. But as of right now, I do not have a B1 update. But she's getting by. So there you go. There's your B1 update for today. I got nothing else beyond that. Like I said, when I have something to give you there, I will give it to you. In the meantime, guys, that is going to wrap up tonight's main show. I want to thank everybody who joined us this evening. I do feel bad a little bit because I can't do the the after shows are designed for people who are able to join and become members. And poor Airy Sweet sent an email to me saying that he's not able to. He's got some sort of weird credit card issue and he can't get it fixed on YouTube or whatever, so he can't sign up. So I feel bad that he doesn't have access to the after shows. So you're just gonna have to create a whole nother YouTube account just for another dumb show, dude. And you can call it Airy Sweet with the underscore on the end of it or something. I don't know.
Airy Sweeter.
There you go. Airy, there you go. Works for me.
So you think it's a problem that I can push my toes down, but I can't pull them towards me?
Yeah, that sounds like a ligament thing.
Yeah, I can't. They won't come towards me.
Like the bottom half of your foot, the bottom ligaments, it seems like along the side. Like, can you do?
Yeah,
your
like
pinky?
where the bruises.
Can you do your pinky, but not your big toe?
I can move. I can push my toes down like I'm pushing on a gas pedal.
Can you pull your pinky? Not the pinky side, but you can pull. No toes.
The big toe moves. The pinky don't move at all.
See, this is what doesn't make sense to me then with the way it rolled. If it rolled inward, you'd think the ligaments along the inside would have been damaged, but you maybe crushed them.
It rolled like that inside.
Oh no, that's out.
That's in, bro.
The ankle rolled away from you. Did it roll? Did your ankle roll away from your body or roll into your body?
Away from my body.
Oh yeah, that rolled away. That's rolling out. That rolled.
Oh, my foot went in. Not bad.
Oh, okay. So now, your foot went in, your ankle went out. I see. That's
where I showed you the picture of the bruise that's on the inside of my foot?
Yeah.
That part didn't touch like the ground. It's the outside of my foot. Yeah. So I don't get why the bruise is there.
Well, because if you're not able to pull your toes up when you stepped, did you step with your toe first, or was it like you just?
It might have gone toe first and then followed through and rolled.
That's what I'm wondering. You rolled it over.
It could have been too, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not just a
dude,
side
all I
twist,
know
caught a
is
toe
the snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah, dude, I think that's more along the lines of what it was.
You might be lucky then. That snap, crackle, pop might have just literally been your ankle just cracking the shit out of it, and you just sprained the fuck out of it and pulled that ankle, because that's basically what happened to mine when the dude fell on it. It rolled in like that, and because I was actually I guess more on my side, and it rolled inward, outward.
It's just concerning that it's like that they're so numb and cold to the touch. That's all.
Well, you've had them up for a minute now too, so you're probably a little numb too, like that toilet kind of thing. You're leaping Larry right now.
Didn't think about that either. The circulation hasn't been sending any blood to it. Yeah, I'm a little high.
Yeah, that's probably you probably need to. You probably need to be. I appreciate it. You powering through, and that poor little kitty appreciates.
I know, bro. Oh.
I hope that the kitty turns out to be okay, and I'm sure we'll get more updates as we go along. But Mikey,
I'm going to name that and adopt that cat.
What are you going to name it? You got to come up with a new Viking god or goddess. Is it a girl?
Yeah, no, it's a guy. I was going to think either Rocksteady or Bebop.
Those are Viking gods?
No, those are from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know, but that's why I thought it's going to break your trend. Like I have all mine are the same. They're all named after.
Yeah, what am I going to do? Name him Captain Kirk and then he gets traded?
No, there's a more Norse gods than the two you chose.
Oh yeah, but Griff isn't named after a Norse god.
Oh, I thought that was a Norse god, Griff. I thought that was
sort of Everson Griffin.
Oh, it's
defensive end, the bipolar crazy dude that got cut for the same reason Chandler Jones did.
I'm such a dipshit. I totally messed that up. I thought they had a whole thing. Anyway. All right, guys. That is going to wrap things up for us on the main show. Mikey, go get everything rolled up and ready to go for the after show. I forgot to say goodbye. Say goodbye to everybody. I love you, and we'll
goodbye. I love you.
We'll see you on the after show here in a little bit. Those of you who are Super League of Dummy members and higher will have access to the show that is coming up here in a little bit. I got, like I said, I got 4 or 5 more beers left, and that's probably how long we're going to go for. So we're just going to hang out tonight. It's a very chat-driven show. I got a big video dump to do, so I'm going to be dumping a bunch of videos. I want to talk to Mikey about there's a boxing match tonight. I'd like to talk, maybe see if he knows about that, whether we should put some money on that. We'll get down and dirty and talk about that on the after show. And of course, we'll get an update on his situation with the macaroni and cheese and steak girl. We'll find out if he hooked up with the OnlyFans model yesterday when he got, did he get meat or did he give meat? Let's find out on the after show. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us this evening on issue number 110 of Another Dumb Show. If you've not already taken a second to hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, I would greatly appreciate it if you do that. Seriously, do that. Again, shout out to everybody who put in their superfan donations, upgraded their memberships. I really appreciate everybody doing that. And it's going to benefit you guys because, like I said, I felt bad that we didn't do a main show yesterday because I had a wedding. So I wanted to make it up to you guys because it's a Saturday. Normally, I'm working on Saturdays. I'm actually off for once on Saturday, so I figured the best thing I could do is put together a show for you guys. So we're going to head over to the after show now. Like I said, smash that thumbs up button. And if you've been participating in all the, we're not quite to happy hour yet. Of course, we're going to be doing that on the after show. But if you have already been participating in the lavender and all that good stuff, don't go anywhere. You know the rules. Just stay home and hang out. And we're going to wrap things up here on issue number 110. And I will see you on the after show here in a matter of moments. Adios. I'm out of here. See you.